In this video, I want to talk about listen and choose a response in TOEFL listening. I'll start by giving you a general overview of what you have to do in this task, and then we'll have a look at the example on the screen together. So firstly, what do you have to do in this task? It's a fairly simple task, really. You have to listen to a speaker make a statement or possibly ask a question in an everyday sort of situation. And then based on what you hear, you have to choose the most logical response, the best response if somebody said that to you. Now, the questions, they can be a little bit difficult. This is partly because it's usually a little bit indirect what the person asks and also how you respond. So if it was a very simple example, the question might be something like, what time do you start work? And the response would be, I start work at 9 o'clock. But of course, it's not that simple, because what they're really testing here is your ability to understand the real meaning behind what people say. So let's have a look at this question to make it clearer. So you can see the instructions at the top. They're very straightforward. Choose the best response. You then have a photo of a person on the screen. The photo, I think, is just there to make it feel a bit more like a normal conversation rather than listening to a computer. You won't have any clues as to the correct answer by looking at the photo, so don't pay too much attention to that. You'll listen to the speaker, and then we have to choose the response from these options down the bottom. Okay, let's start by listening to what the speaker says. You'll see it's really quite short.
I can't seem to find my phone anywhere.
Okay, now you'll only hear that once. You'll see it's quite short. If you don't understand every word, don't worry. That's partly because of how English is spoken. We tend to stress the most important words, which are usually verbs and nouns, probably particularly nouns, but also verbs. So if you didn't hear what she said, don't worry too much, but think about the words you did hear. You might have heard can't, possibly find, maybe phone, and maybe also anywhere. Just to make it easier for us to talk about, let's have a look at the transcript of what she said. So she said, I can't seem to find my phone anywhere. Now, just to pause for a moment and talk about that pronunciation again. So you'll see that she didn't say all of these words equally. The words that she stressed, I would say, were mostly can't, find, phone, and anywhere. The other words sort of get lost in what she's saying because she's not pronouncing them clearly. She's using a weak form to pronounce them. I'll just play that again so you can hear.
I can't seem to find my phone anywhere.
Okay, but as long as you hear those key words and you pay attention to whether it's a question or a statement, that's probably enough for you to be able to answer the question. Okay, now look at the transcript and think about what is the speaker actually asking for or telling us when they make a statement like that. And I think it's probably the same in many languages. What this really means, what this person is asking for is help, that they want help to find their phone. So we need to look at the responses and choose the one that makes sense if someone is asking for help to find their phone. Okay, now let's have a quick look at the responses. You'll see that most of them have a kind of keyword in there that's related to a phone. In the second one, you can see call. In the third one, we have plug in. And the fourth one, we have it, which could be referring to the phone. Okay, but let's look at each one individually. So the first one, no, I don't think so. Now, is that a logical response if someone says, I can't seem to find my phone anywhere? I don't think so, because when we say no, we're usually answering a direct question. and the speaker didn't ask a direct question. The second one says, I'll call you later tonight. It sounds like it's related, but it's not helping the speaker. It's actually unrelated to the help that they need right now. The third one says, you can plug it in over there. Now, this one is interesting because here, if we say that in response, we are offering some kind of help. We're telling them where they can charge their phone, but it's help for a different problem. This sounds like a response if somebody says, my phone battery is running low or something like that. The fourth one, you were using it in the kitchen earlier. This feels like the right answer because this is something we would say to try and help somebody remember where they were using their phone. And when we respond like this, what we're really saying is, have a look in the kitchen because I know you were using it there earlier. So we could choose, I think, the fourth answer, and let's see if we're correct. Yes, we got the right answer. Okay, if you'd like to try more questions like this, just click on the link in the description. That will take you to my website where you can practice with more listen and choose a response questions. Thanks for watching and best of luck in your TOEFL test.